Well, the federal government announced a reduction in the pump price of petrol to 97 naira a litre in a nationwide broadcast that lasted 7 minutes this morning. President Jonathan lamented the situation in the country. Last week, protests were held in virtually all the states of the federation, crippling economic and commercial activities and almost grinding the nation to a halt.
The government is working hard to reduce recurrent expenditure in line with current realities and to cut down on the cost of governance.
The broadcast Nigerians and perhaps the global community has been waiting for with bated breath. The president traces the background of the national crisis that has engulfed the nation for the last 1 week.
In the last 7 days, the nation has witnessed a disruption of economic activities. Although the economic imperatives for the policy have been well articulated by government, the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress went ahead to declare a nationwide strike. There was also near breakdown of law and order in certain parts of the country as a result of the activities of some persons or group of persons who took advantage of the situation to further their narrow interests by engaging in acts of intimidation, harassment, and outright subversion of the Nigerian state. I express my sympathy to those who were adversely affected by the protests.
He also has not been very pleased with the conduct of the stakeholders in the strike, who he says almost took the law into their hands.
It has become clear to government and all well-meaning Nigerians that other interests beyond the implementation of the deregulation policy have hijacked the protest. This has prevented an objective assessment and consideration of all the contending issues for which dialogue was initiated by government. These same interests seek to promote discord, anarchy, and insecurity to the detriment of public peace. Government appreciates that the implementation of the deregulation policy will cause initial hardship and commend Nigerians who have put forth suggestions and credible alternatives in this regard.
After days of negotiations, suspense, and not a little bit of discomfort, President Jonathan also addresses the thorny issue of the pump price of petrol.
Given the hardship being suffered by Nigerians, and after consideration and consultations with state governors and the leadership of the National Assembly, government has approved the reduction of the pump price of petrol to 97 naira per litre. The Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency has been directed to ensure compliance with this new pump price.
It is not just the price of fuel that needs sorting, but a whole catalogue of issues, including legislation and internal security.
The legal and regulatory regime for the petroleum industry will be reviewed to address accountability issues and current lapses in the industry.
From a standoff in which Labour and the federal government refused to shift their grounds, the nation's #1 citizen has stepped in to break the deadlock. Perhaps not exactly the result many may have desired, but it has gone a long way towards relieving the tensions that were almost threatening national unity and harmony. Senate President yesterday